I think I accidentally high school. We're live.
Now we are, I guess.
Wait. Testing. Where's the microphone? Are we live?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if the microphone's working. I didn't get a notification. Oh, no, wait. I think it's... Uh-oh. Is the one person watching us?
It got so dark.
Hey, why'd it get so dark?
I don't know.
Don't worry, I just brighten the monitor.
That means it's fine.
Yeah, we're totally live.
Hi.
Anything.
I'll have to keep my phone on me in case my friends text with their questions. Oh, well, you caught me off guard. I was going to do an opening. I was going to do a song.
I caught myself off guard.
Dance. Let me close the door. I guess it doesn't really matter. Everybody's here, right?
Yeah. That's you true.
Hi.
Let's see. So there's... Oh, yeah, no, there's two people watching. Hang on. Let's see if I got a message. Oh, we're live. Oh my god! All right, the microphone works. Okay.
All right.
So let's get started. I'll grab you a chair. Or I guess we can stand. Actually, I don't know what the right room would be.
I said I'd look presentable, and then I didn't shave, and then I didn't get a haircut, which were the two things I was gonna do. So that's a failure. But do you think they'll be able to hear me through the mask?
Yeah. I think
Can everyone hear me through the
I think the
mask?
sound quality came out alright.
Hi, Brad.
Is it Brad?
Yeah.
You want a chair or no?
I don't know.
Just have one just in case, and then...
I'm gonna go full. Brad will get this. I'm gonna go full.
Well, this will be a video up on the channel afterwards.
Yeah,
we can edit out the
I'm
beginning.
gonna go full. What's the actor's name that talked to a chair? Talked to an empty chair and pretended it was Obama. Brad, you'll be able to remember. Clint Eastwood. I got it.
Pretended it was Obama?
Yeah, it was a thing. All right. So yes, it was Clint. I finally got it. What's up? Oh, okay.
Yeah, screensaver went on.
So, welcome to Belmont Bunch. Today, we're celebrating the 32nd NHL team, a day late, but that was because of some clever marketing from them, where they were really able to effectively use social media, and I got to give them a lot of credit because, first I'm going to give them a little bit of anger. Shame. Not so much shame. But I had seen that they were going to do a 9:00 p.m. reveal. And they go ahead and reveal everything on social media, which is understandable because I guess they wanted to do it a little bit different. I'm good. A little bit differently from Vegas, which is why I'm wearing the Vegas shirt. Vegas, who came into the league a couple years ago, did it a little bit differently, and I got to give Seattle credit for not just following that suit. So Vegas came in to kind of a big TV thing. Hi.
Is that better
Yeah,
or
that's
worse?
fine. Yeah, no, that's good. So Vegas came in on NBC Sports in the States and did a big TV thing. They had technical issues where the logo was glitching out.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was a style thing, but it was just a screw up. And Seattle went a very, very different route, which is very much social media driven, which makes sense.
Which we were like, oh, they're a tech heavy city.
Tech heavy city. Amazon, who is involved with the team as well, with the arena, as it's called Climate Pledge Arena.
Pledge like the wood cleaner. What? It's like the cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what it's meant.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a sponsor. It's not.
It's secret sponsorship in there.
But so I guess let's talk a little bit about the branding to invite Seattle and their fans, I suppose, because 32,000 fans signed up for their initial funding, their fundraising. So
Funding.
not funding, but their think it was their season ticket thing.
Oh, holy
and that's
crap.
that's a good amount because
huge.
obviously like
How
most
much is their
stadiums
stadium?
only
Yeah.
hold about 20,000.
Do you know how big there is?
I don't know the exact number. They're actually still in the process of building it.
No, that I know. Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff today, I watched the speeches that were given by like the marketing executives and the Adidas guys talking about the jersey, which for me was the most exciting part. And I gotta say, let's start. Why don't we start with the reveal video?
Yeah.
The reveal video was really interesting. It was shot very, very dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
The color grading. God, I'm gonna go all into like film now. But the color grading, they perfectly went. They perfectly encapsulated the team coloring that they're going to have by just washing the frame with blue.
Yeah,
like
I
that
felt like
really.
it was underwater.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I think they're.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's. I'm pretty sure what they were going for. I really, really sharp color. I don't know if you'll catch it from the monitor. It's really crisp. I like it a lot.
Super crisp.
Through
this webcam.
And the logo. Or yeah, we'll go with the logo. The primary logo, which you can see here, and also on your phone.
Oh, okay. So the capacity for the arena for ice hockey, they say, is gonna be 17,400.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
size.
but for basketball, it's 18,600.
Yeah, because less the area is smaller, so you have more courtside seats. But that'll be interesting if they try to bring NBA back to Seattle, which would be cool. So maybe that's their first go at it. But so let's talk about this franchise. They seem to be very focused on fan first, which I respect a lot. They did a lot of polling. When it came to the team name, when it came to colors, in the video where they had the Adidas rep talking about how they came up with the jersey, they talked about how the fans in Seattle basically told them, we either want the primary to be blue or green, which makes sense. Those are Seattle's colors.
Yeah, I saw a lot of green mock-ups.
Yes. Yeah, there were a lot of green mock-ups. People were prepared for Seattle Seahawks colors. And they weren't too far off, because that blue...
I'm going to see if I can pull up the video and just like play it in the background.
Because that blue that they ended up going with is kind of similar to the Seattle Seahawk blue. But I'm sure Seahawks fans will can tell me the exact the color code of it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's the same exact one. It looks pretty similar. I just realized I'm wearing a camo mask, so nobody can see it.
Nobody see what?
The mask. They're probably like, Tom, put on a mask. It's on. Anyway, it looks more like Minecraft than it does camo anyway. But so I really got to respect the amount of fan interaction they had in forming this franchise. You had polls. They said that Kraken had the early lead and held on to it. They apparently went through over 1,000 different names that they that they had researched or just prepared in case they ended up using it.
This is the actual unveiling.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here's the video. Okay, all right, we're good.
They at this unveiling, as you'll see in a second, they unveiled a 5-story flag.
Like an American flag?
No, of the team flag of the S logo. I'll talk about the logo in a second. But yeah,
I don't know why the quality sucks.
I really appreciate the cinematography.
Yeah.
The cinematography of the video. And you can see the washed out blue color going all in on the, and as you can see on their website, they also went all in on their website, which has really good UI, and I'm just nerding out right now. But they really went into
so they had
a little bit of history.
I didn't know that, yeah.
They first American team to win a Stanley Cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
Seattle Metro.
Then they were like, that's it, we're done.
Yeah.
We don't need it anymore.
And actually, that's I'm glad you brought that up. We could talk about that as well, because there's a little bit of history in their uniform, even though it appears as just like a new thing. That history is the S. The S logo, as you saw earlier, was
This is my favorite part of the video when the tentacle comes up.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And an eyeball.
Yeah. There it is. All right. So what I really enjoy is the commitment to fan engagement, the tireless way that they trademarked very late in the game so that it wouldn't leak. What a great job for this not to leak.
There's the 5-story thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap.
What a great job inside of the 2B stadium.
Yeah.
But and we'll talk about the stadium as well because the stadium's part of it. We're kind of just going over all the branding and basically the birth of a new franchise, which for me is really exciting because I'm always interested in like the branding of a brand new team. Like, how do you bring a team to life from scratch, which is really cool. But what are you pointing at me for?
You're wearing the second newest team now.
Yes.
So that's evident.
So, after the success of Vegas, even though the opening night for Vegas, not for the team, but for the branding when they revealed it, people were kind of, when they drafted their team, it looked like it was going to be pretty bad, and they went to the Cup. And now they haven't missed the playoffs yet in their franchise's history, so that's pretty cool. Seattle will have that opportunity because it'll be the same expansion draft rules, so expect them to be at least competitive year one. As the only team that will be exempt for the draft is Vegas. I'm not a fan of that because they're an established team at this point, but the league was like, oh, they're too young. They shouldn't have to give up a player. They've been around for 3 years and they made the playoffs every year. I think they're established. They've stolen a team's AHL team.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Chicago
Chicago
Wolves. So Vegas has gotten pretty good treatment from the league, and Seattle will too. I mean, that's part of wanting the team to be good right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Vegas, if they weren't good, who knows? Hockey in the desert has not always worked out. Arizona has been struggling for a while with their arena and getting people there. Seattle, I don't think, is going to struggle at all because Seattle is a little bit starved for sports. They lost. I mean, their baseball team, the Mariners haven't made the playoffs in like 20 years. They lost their NBA team to Oklahoma City, which isn't exactly a hotbed for like sports. So you're like, crap, like, I can't believe we lost our team to Oklahoma City. And the Seahawks have been good, and the Seattle Sounders. And the Sounders are the closest parallel, I think, right now because the Sounders came into the league. I don't even know if they've missed the playoffs once. They've been in the league for like 10 years. They came right in. They were really good, and they're already like a big piece of Seattle because they draw really well in a football stadium.
I wonder what the average. Yeah, but I wonder what the average age of like a Seattle person is because it's like maybe if it's generally younger people.
Yeah.
They might not know or have much investment in the older teams, so it's just like, well, now if new teams are there, it's like you're building legacy with the new generation of people in the city, especially with those giant tech companies like Amazon and Facebook and probably others that I don't know about. So it's definitely something to build on because as they talked about, I was watching in one of the calls with, I think Microsoft actually was. I know Bill Gates is from Seattle. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much he did in Seattle with Microsoft. I
don't know. He probably just suggested climate pledge, but
yeah, right.
But
now I gotta look this up. But anyway.
But so for Seattle, they trademarked the name only a week ago, and that was for their way of stopping leaks. Not as much time for the leaks to get out.
No, we're good. Keep on going. Keep on going.
So that I think that was really clever. They were They hired consultants from Hawaii to London as a way to like kind of have the trail be a little bit muddled for people that were trying to get leaks and stuff. They were very, very clever about avoiding any sort of leak to the point that to a little bit of a detriment to their bottom line because as we've seen the jerseys have been conceptualized. They are official. But as they talked about in their video with Adidas, that kind of came at the expense because it took a while and they wanted to focus on getting it right. That they kind of sacrificed the ability to immediately sell kind of the top end merch, which will be the uniforms, probably until the guy at Adidas said not until close to the expansion draft, so basically a year.
Wow.
Which is tantalizing because I kind of want it right now. I really do like it. And maybe that's a good segue to talk about the jersey itself. So once the team,
I'll pull that up.
Initially the team had discussed. Maybe I'll talk about the logos.
No,
first.
it's too late.
We'll do the jersey, then the logo.
Initially, so after they got the feedback from the fans that it would either be blue or green would be their preferred main color, the guys and gals at the front office, and whoever was deciding, the guys and gals at the front office, but they decided on Kraken. And when they decided that, they said, well, Kraken, ocean, kind of a smart idea to go dark blue because the depths of the sea, the deeper it is, the darker it is. So clever from that perspective. It kind of threw off the Seattle Seahawks. Like, it would have been boring if they were just Seattle Seahawks, but with but hockey sweaters. So I got to commend them on that for not just doing that, but also listening to the fans. And from polls I've seen, Post to Post, another great hockey channel, they put up polls and it was polling very, very well with hundreds of votes in. So last I saw it was like 282 votes and it was like 79 yes, 21 no to approval of the.
Did they have is that good compared to something normal, or is that?
Yeah,
I don't know how often they do it.
I think it would have been easy for it to be more polarizing. You would have thought it'd be more like 60 votes, but it seems to be very popular. I've seen a loud minority say that it's a stupid name. I don't think that. I really like the name. I think it's a little bit out there, but you kind of need to do I think it would have been really boring if you just went with some random normal animal from the region.
Yeah,
whale was considered, I think, eagles.
The Seattle Whales. No, the Kraken. I feel like you can't see those jerseys at all.
No,
but whatever, whatever. You guys at home can Google it. And so the Kraken is so perfect because it's like cracking a stick on top. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a double entendre there.
I don't know.
Where it's almost like an onomatopoeia, where there's a crack. And you know what I mean, though.
I'm sorry, viewers.
I feel like that's a common sound you'll hear at a hockey game, where it's just like.
Okay,
yeah. You know what I mean?
When you say it like that, yes, you do hear the crack of a stick. Usually it's more like the expression, like the crack of the bat, like baseball.
Oh,
but you definitely hear if Ryan Pullock's taking the shot, then there's a crack of the stick.
Well, now you just
sometimes literally.
Now he's going to be drafted.
Well,
no.
Well, actually, we have the opportunity to protect him, and we probably will.
Okay.
But anyway, so we were talking about
we probably will.
No, I think we will.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we'll see if the world's still around by then. But
if next season even happens. So.
Yeah. Well, if they can get the season, then I think it would take the apocalypse for them not to play a season. But now the question, should they play, is a better question.
Yeah.
But if they can keep them safe, MLS has been able to do it so far without a lot of positive cases. In fact, they haven't had a positive case in a couple of weeks, so that's a good sign. MLS kind of paving the way. Got to give them credit there. So the early merch sales, because they're not selling the jerseys yet, they are only selling Release the Kraken, which is great right now, but I'm sure we're going to get tired of saying that.
That's true.
That because it's from a terrible movie from the mid-2000s, but it's Liam Neeson, so it's okay. And yes, I'm talking about all the Taken movies now. It's from Clash of the Titans. Release the Kraken. They're going to show that.
The one from Pirates of the Caribbean.
No,
the third one.
It's in the Kraken. The Kraken's in there.
Yeah,
but
it's going.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people saying, "What's a Kraken?" I was like, "Come on!"
And then you should explain. It's like when somebody takes a slap shot and you hear the crack of the hockey stick.
Then they'll think it's even stupider.
If
they already don't like it.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about the early merch is mostly T-shirts. I've seen hoodies, hats.
If you get one, I'll definitely get one.
Oh, I definitely want to get one.
All right.
The only thing that's frustrating is, and this is, I guess, just inflation. Do you know how much a T-shirt costs?
Yeah, you took $40.
It's $40 for a plain T-shirt that just says "Release the Kraken."
Oh, it says "Release the Kraken."
But here's where they can undercut me and say, "Well, Tom, you're a bad person." All of those, it said, I'll say the exact wording: the net profits, the 100% of the net profits from those sales is going to local charities. So, this owner is starting off by doing a good job of getting the community together in on it, by voting for the team name, by voting for colors, by voting with their wallet, by giving them money to give to charity.
Yeah.
And by a lot of people, it's by all accounts, it seems like it's working because they had a lot of people to the point that they already have a wait list for season tickets, so they're all filled with season tickets.
Crazy.
Which is a great sign. And Pacific Northwest has a really good shot at having a rivalry with Vancouver, with definitely. Edmonton, with Northern California hockey teams, and Calgary. We can't forget Calgary. In MLS, this is great because I get to actually use my soccer knowledge a little bit.
Wait, this is a hockey stream.
Well, it relates. So, in MLS, the Seattle Sounders, this region is known as Cascadia, which is a great name.
Why? There's
a lot of mountains. There's a lot of mountains. They have the Olympia Mountain.
The Cascade Mountains, right there.
But so it's known as Cascadia. I've always wanted a Fallout game there. And they have a really, really, really strong, probably the best in MLS, rivalry with Portland. And those two cities are known to be very different because Seattle's very tech, very forward-thinking. And Portland's very low-tech, hipstery type. So they clash together great.
Interesting.
And the funny thing could be if Seattle ends up not moving because I don't know of their AHL team yet because it hasn't been announced. But if their AHL team plays in Portland, that could be very interesting. I'm not sure they'll do it because Seattle and Portland has a little bit of a rivalry, just citywide, kind of like, obviously to a lower extent, like New York and Boston just have like a rivalry.
Yeah.
It could be like that.
Because New York is just a lot better than Boston. That's why.
But Portland is also interesting because they too took to soccer very, very quickly with the Timbers. And that was a team that existed in the NASL for a while. I like how this has turned into a hockey stream, a soccer stream. I've done it.
Channel's becoming a soccer channel. Sorry, guys.
But for, in my opinion, Pacific Northwest, ton of potential. More so than people would have thought of Vegas back then. But now Vegas has proven to be not too shabby. So got to give them credit there.
Nothing I can do about that.
That's all right. But yeah, let's, with all that said, let's talk about the logo. Let's start with the logo.
I'll bring that back up.
The S, some history in that. The team, one of the names that was high up the list for the team ownership was the Seattle Metropolitans, to revive the old Seattle Metropolitans, who were the first American team to win the Stanley Cup. And not long after, we're not in Seattle anymore. But
how long were they in Seattle?
I don't know exactly. I got to do more. A lot of the research I did was more for the current franchise.
Of course.
But this is really cool because it opens up another book for me to fill up with hockey knowledge. It's a blank book with me to fill up with hockey knowledge. That's a stupid phrase. But I'm very excited to learn a little bit more about the Metropolitans. Their uniforms, not great. In this guy's opinion, it's like a Christmas tree. It's like red, green, and white stripes all over.
Oh my god!
Not great, but
wait, what year was this though?
1917.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That was like the strongman.
Yeah, World War
I
was going on. Yeah.
That was like a.
I'm alive.
Exactly. That's like exactly what you see, like a strongman wearing a fair.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, look at me! Look at me! I'm Popeye's bully. Whatever, Pluto, I think.
I don't know.
But okay, so about the Seattle Metropolitans, the main logo was just an S, and that has been revived, but given an update. I know you're not going to be able to see it. I'm using it for reference. You guys, you handle it on your own end.
What?
But the logo.
I mean, no, you can kind of see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
so the first thing that you mentioned, and the first thing that showed up in the logo when they like slowly reveal it, is that the tentacle. So you get the outline of the S, and you're like, yeah, we know it's Seattle. And then you get that the slightest bumps, which tells you that it's a tentacle. From there, I think everybody knew it was Kraken. But the colors, I love it. Deep sea type color.
Yeah, I don't know actually who put this together. I don't know if this is official or not. Yeah, because I don't know if the background with the water in the background is like officially kind of like part of the logo.
I don't think it's part of the logo.
Yeah.
It's just the aesthetic of it. But what I appreciate a lot, the eye, obviously, using the negative space to be the octopus, not the octopus, the Kraken tentacle.
But I actually don't understand the eye. Like, I don't understand where.
Oh yeah, based on
the body is of the octopus.
That's a fair criticism. Is that like it's a tentacle and an eye?
Yeah.
But it is menacing.
It is very menacing.
I early on, my first idea of this was I slightly prefer the tertiary logo or the secondary logo.
The anchor.
The anchor with turning into the Space Needle, which is really, really, really clever, and that'll be on both shoulders on the home and the away. I like that a lot. My first thought was. When you see a team use something as a third, an alternate logo, sometimes that eventually turns into their primary. Yeah. It happened with Columbus.
Oh, really?
It happened with the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Oh, I know.
And it happened for the better, because now it looks a lot nicer.
Yeah.
But it's funny, because I mentioned that, and then when I was reading through the press stuff, it said, yes, the S will be our symbol for now and always. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm just an idiot. So, yeah, I mean, that's not wrong. But... the word mark is really nice. Seattle, the Kraken lettering, the font.
It looks very.
They should have done wingdings though. I would have.
Yeah.
So
what's that word? Nautical. It's very nautical.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Obviously, that's what they're going for.
Yeah, and it almost looks a little bit like the anchor because it's very, very sharp.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It looks like the anchor is almost just like a letter.
Yeah.
Like that you could same exact thing. Whereas the S. It has that distinction because it has the tentacle in the middle, the dark space in the middle. So,
yeah. I mean, I do understand where you're coming from with the eye, because
like where the hell is like the Kraken hiding behind the S?
Yeah.
Is the S like a ship and he's gonna take it down?
Now I know
S also stands for ship.
I know I've seen logos before that use the negative space so subtly that I don't pick it up. So maybe there's something not quite that I'm picking up. Examples: Milwaukee Brewers have the mitt, and it's MB from Milwaukee Brewers.
I've never noticed
baseball.
that. Never noticed that before.
It's great. So that's a big one.
FedEx.
Arrow.
Everybody knows the FedEx one.
Sure. Yeah. But maybe there's something I'm missing because it's still early on. And I tried to recreate the Kraken in NHL 20 already, because obviously you can't.
I thought you meant like you tried to recreate the symbol in like MS Paint or something like that.
I'll try.
Turned out great.
But
actually, do you have those pictures of the photoshops that you showed of like the different S's?
Yeah.
Are they on your phone?
Yeah.
Can you send them to me?
Yeah.
Or just wait so I can put them up on the screen.
Yeah, sure.
You can email them to me.
All right. Yeah.
I don't want to distract you.
Do you want to take over for a second? Tell me where you give us the opinions while I send.
Let's see. So opinions. I mean, by far, I love the logo. I love the colors. I think it's out there, and I am doubling down on the fact that I think that Kraken is like a double entendre, and it's meant for like the crack you hear from the stick from Slapshot or something like that. Because you can't say that you never thought of that.
No, absolutely not. That was not a freeze.
That was like the first thing I thought of. I don't know. I'm also much less of a hockey fan. So because I'm less in the world,
I'll give you credit for turning that into a thing.
It's a thing now.
It's like
there's like 5 or 6 people watching. We probably know all of you, and we really appreciate you watching. And please send us questions. Just whatever.
Yeah, text me and be like, "Hey, idiot." That's it.
Anything you want to talk about. But let us know if you also think that Kraken meant the crack of the stick? We're gonna take a live poll right now.
Oh man. Anyway,
are you able to find those? If not, don't worry about it. I just figured.
I saw another one where it's Squidward because it's the same color as Squidward, so that's the thing.
That's pretty awesome.
But either way, okay, I found it. I'll send it to you.
See if you could just show it onto the camera. Okay. I know it's gonna be shitty, but it's gonna take way too long to pull it up on screen.
If you can see this, the S kind of looks like. Oh, it's gonna look terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna look great.
It looks like the S that everybody draws in high school. So that's a thing.
The epic S.
And there was like a Superman version. There was an MS Paint. What was that one?
That's Skype. That's Skype. Yeah.
Okay. Like I don't know. I'm a Zoomer.
Any like corporate symbol that has an S. That people just put it on the jersey.
Yeah.
You know. But I mean, like people could probably do that with like what other jerseys are just a letter? Anything? I don't know. LA. Kind of, but there's nothing like LA is LA. You know. So
when we do the Pacific jersey video,
well,
we did. In the Pacific jersey video, I talked about how I don't like that logo because there's no mark of kings in it. It's a crest.
There's a
tiny crown, but it's LA.
Tiny crown for a tiny king.
It's Lord Farquaad.
Okay, wait. So it is 7:27. Okay. So we've been streaming for a half hour.
All right. Let me talk about the uniform.
So wait, how many more talking points do we have?
Basically, I already banged through all those, except for the jersey. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the jersey then. Yeah. Oh, wait. What is that? What you just said before?
Yeah. I was just going to start up the jersey stuff. So jerseys are not available for sale or for purchase yet, which is tough. Because I really want it, and it seems, again, based on a poll that I had seen from, I almost said bar down, no, post to post, really popular. Seems like an 80-20 thing for both the logo, the name, and the jerseys.
Wait, was that poll for everything, or were they?
They had separate ones for each,
and it was
basically 80-20 for all of them. Wow. Yeah, so it sounds like the marketing team is probably patting themselves on the back right now. And they did such a great job not leaking it But part of the avoiding of the leaking was they didn't send it to manufacturers to actually make yet the jersey, which is why it is not available yet, which is why it won't be available for a while, because I don't even know if there's
any manufacturers.
We haven't even seen if there is an actual jersey yet that exists.
What was the pictures that we've seen
because those could just be like mock-ups from their computers. Like I don't know if an actual jersey physically exists yet.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
there may be one. There may be a prototype.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited because I kind of want it day one, and there's not a lot of jerseys that I say that for anymore, especially in this economy. And I just the away even looks pretty decent. The away I gotta look a little bit more at because the home is the more fresh in my eyes.
It's in my eyes. Gotta answer my eyes, Tom.
But I do gotta say, Brad said something. Seattle is the Bungie of pre-Activision. You're saying they're Bungie
pre-Activision. Why the pre-Activision of the NHL?
Yeah, because now Bungie is like owned by Activision. And they have to make Destiny games for the rest of their lives.
So Brad, you're saying, I'm going to explain what you're saying because I don't know. So you're saying though that they're cool. They're Bungie before they got bought.
Yeah. So that's a compliment then.
Yeah.
Because Bungie now makes games that I'm not as interested in, and
I mean, not to get off topic, but I only ever played Destiny 1, Destiny 2. Apparently,
I heard it was better.
I heard it was really good. And
I only played Destiny 1 also.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan.
Quick side story. We'll turn this into one of those animated adventures that we can totally do. No. Yeah. I bought the season pass for Destiny 1 when it came out. And then when I tried to activate it, it just gave me my money back on the Xbox Live Store. It didn't give me like any of the DLC.
Well, at least you got your money back.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
They were like, hey, here it is.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That's actually great. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure all the DLC was more expensive though than the season pass. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was just like,
yeah. Actually, this is a great time as we're doing like a non sequitur.
Yeah.
To say that we're gonna be trying to do this every Friday. And maybe it doesn't have to be hockey every time. Let us know if there's other stuff. I have a lot of knowledge of video games. I have a lot of knowledge of that's about it. No, of hockey, other sports. Let me know. I got a lot of knowledge. Not any of it useful.
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, we actually haven't talked about this, so who knows where this is going to go. Is I personally would really like to have other people involved in the live streams. Not just like through chat.
Send us your address. We'll send you a letter.
Yeah, we'll correspond with you via letter during the live stream. No,
oh god,
no, but like literally to join in, like to live streams and actually have conversations with other fans, people that are like, you know, so it's more personal than a chat. Or if we, you know, live close by, like maybe we can, and you know, we're allowed to see other people without masks on, then we can actually do something. Yeah.
Minus the part with me meeting you. Because I'm afraid of people and people are scary. But
Tom, the star of the channel. Complete.
I radiate confidence. I'm terrified of people. So all right, let's get back to so for the uniform.
Yeah.
I really appreciate first thing that I noticed actually, a subtle, very
That's all that matters. That's actually the most. Actually, that's my favorite part about the jersey.
It's nice.
Because it's subtle use of the red. It's not overt use of the red. It's just enough to bring out.
Your connection is unstable.
You know, Tom. That's why we can have nice things.
Sure, house.
Yeah.
All the time. Just to look at myself.
I'm our only viewer. No, person went away. So, all right. Well. We'll have to close out the stream. Maybe we'll make a short video about the jersey.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, how about this? Oh, wait, we have 3 viewers now.
Hey.
All right.
It's working again? Okay, that's good.
Hopefully it's working again. My internet's normally decent, so but whatever. So we're gonna end the stream.
This never happens.
This is so embarrassing. We totally didn't accidentally start the stream 3 minutes or what is it, 4 minutes early, and not have enough time to set up. So. How about this, right?
Don't you get your hand close to me.
My hand has the virus. So, we'll brief closing thoughts in case this does make it into the final video.
Sure.
Maybe we'll cut out that little bit.
Okay.
On the jersey and anything else.
I can't scratch my chin. Anyway.
And then we'll then for the jersey videos, the Jersey Talk videos, which are coming out next week. I think they'll all be out next week.
Yeah.
We'll add that on as an addendum, like a short.
We'll
make like a short little 5-minute video. Of just the Seattle one.
Oh, lucky you, Seattle fans! You're gonna get your own little segment, even though every team's already had their own segment. Well, not in their own video,
right?
So
exactly.
That's kind of cool. But I guess closing thought.
Yeah.
Very successful. No leak. You avoid any leak. That's very impressive in this day and age. You put out a logo that has seemed to be received very popularly. The jersey has been getting very, very good feedback. And you're doing a lot for the community when it comes to the early merch sales are all going to nonprofits.
So that was Adidas though that decided to do that, I guess.
No, because that's the difference.
That's the jersey. Sorry, yeah.
So
who's actually making that merch then?
The team probably.
But where are they getting the money then to make that stuff?
Oh, they got a ton of money.
From where? Amazon?
No, the owner's rich. He's like a billionaire.
Who's the owner? I don't know.
Tim something. Tim Heidecker.
Really?
No. That'd be great. But yeah, so those 3 or 4 things I was pretty impressed by, and we'll talk about the jersey in its own separate video to give it the amount of attention I'd like to give it.
And where you can actually see it on screen, so you know you can actually point out the stuff that you're talking about.
And what about you?
And well, hopefully, because we, like Tom said before, we do plan on trying to live stream often, like once a week, and getting you guys involved. Well, I said that part. Tom doesn't like that part.
No,
and but yeah, we hope to get better at this. We're probably going to be doing some of, maybe most of the live streams, depending, where we're just calling each other on Zoom or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, but whatever we can in person. And so we hope to get better at this. And if you like this type of content, let us know. If not, also let us know. That's really, honestly, just as helpful.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm very excited to see the Seattle Seahawks.
The Seattle Supersonics. The Seattle Sounders.
No, the Seattle Sonic the Hedgehogs.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm very excited. Excited about the Kraken. and like almost as excited about the Belmont Arena as the Kraken.
Nah.
Yeah.
Seattle couldn't. Nah.
Who do you think's gonna go further next year in NHL? The undetermined.
Well, they're not going to be in the NHL next year either.
Well, they're 21 and 22.
Yeah.
Or they're
21, 22.
Okay, so who do you think's gonna be better in that year, the Islanders or the Kraken?
It might be the Kraken.
I mean, they're set up for
because
sure.
the Kraken. You can use the expansion draft tool on Cap Friendly. Cap Friendly allows you to do your own draft for you to select the team. So I'm going to have to run some simulations on that and see who Seattle takes. But they should be prepped to have a good team. I tend to think they might have a shot at Holtby. And that would be very interesting as getting a goalie for an expansion franchise, very important. Vegas got Marc-Andre Fleury, and he led them to the Stanley Cup year one.
Absolutely.
So that's a big part of that. But, it's too far out to project what the team's going to look like yet, like to an exact...
But let's do it anyway.
But you can start to get a general idea. But, there's going to be trades, and there's going to be signings before then, so stuff will change. But yeah, keep an eye on it too. It's fun to keep an eye and give an eye. No, it's fun to kind of look at what could be for that Seattle team and see if they could live up to Vegas's first year success, or if they're going to be more of a Columbus Blue Jacket. Takes a few years to get good. But the expansion style is way different than it used to be.
They came into the most recent team before Vegas.
Moved from Atlanta to. So I mean, expansion was that's not expansion. That's relocation.
Right.
Expansion was probably the year that both the Wild and Columbus came into the league.
Okay. Yeah.
Which would be 2000.
And that was before that was before the current rules for.
Expansion, yeah. So it used to be a lot harder to be good right out of the gate because you would get every team's worst players.
That's it.
And now you get at least one good player from most teams.
All right, I think that's it, guys.
All right, thanks for tuning in.
We literally really appreciate it. This is something Tom's bad at. Tom's bad at actually thanking the viewers. So because Tom hates you. So no. Kidding.
All right, go finish it.
No. All right,
go finish it.
Bye, everybody.
All right, goodbye. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
No, don't like and subscribe. Dislike.